So there's a question on premarital counseling. I was married for 5 years, but now divorced. The premarital counseling we had was a complete washout. We already printed our invitation cards before going for counseling. So that was a joke. I really believe premarital counseling should be longer and more intense. What do you think? We think so too. As a matter of fact, a nephew of mine said there should be a marriage course. And he's wondering why not. We take a course for every profession before we can perform well in it. To get a driver's license, we have to take a course. We have to take certification to do several things. But this marriage that forms the foundation of, society, and that has so much impact that we stay in for as long as we live, we don't get proper counseling. As that question said, most of us, you already have a wedding date, and then the pastor that's going to join you says, you need to come for counseling. I think we need to take it more seriously, and we are calling especially on our men of God, women of God, that, when people say they are getting married, that we need to really see that they take a concrete course, that it shouldn't be something to just rubber stamp the marriage, but actually maybe an occasion to see if both parties or one out of the two really has something that they need to deal with so that they can survive well in a marriage. Maybe there are some personality defects, maybe there are some whatever, or maybe there are incompatibilities. How do they resolve conflicts? All these things we must examine and work hard on before we jump into marriage. And if we see red flags, then we need to take a step back, and see what we need to do about that. So we need to take that seriously.
And that is very, very important. You mentioned something at the beginning, the foundation. And that foundation is so very, very important. We can all think about foundation in terms of a building. If the foundation is faulty and you begin to erect the layers upon the layers, we have seen the repercussion of that, and the Humpty Dumpty is going to be very big. And the same goes with marriage. When the foundation is faulty, thank God that even in civil engineering, when the foundation is faulty and we realize it earlier on before it starts getting to the point of destruction, it's still, even in scientific world, there is still something that can be done about it in terms of going back there and putting all the supporting piers and erecting all these other things to make it solid. And so in addition to the foundation, even when the foundation is right, there is also the element of maintenance. Mm-hmm. The element of maintenance is one thing that we are lacking in our culture. And this is something that cannot be overlooked. Maintenance is very important, and all along, that's what we've been addressing. How can you continue to spice your marriage up just the same way it was before you got to that point of getting married. It is not something that will autopilot itself. You have to put all these things into work. You have to date each other over and over. You have to set time where you go for retreat. And just like in the business world that my wife alluded to earlier, in the business world, you want to excel in the business world. Why would you not want to excel in your marital world? Because your business, your married life, prayerfully and hopefully will outlast your work life. And so this is the most important relationship that you have, and it's for a lifetime, and we must put all that it takes into it. When we do all we can do, starting from the foundation and also continuing through maintenance, I'm sure that it's going to be a little heaven right here on earth. Amen.
Amen.